Hey guys, what's up? What's good? What's happening? Yes, it's a boy, the key. Preview information. I want to advise you guys. If you're going to pass through ICM today, you're going to pass through anyway, Keja, under bridge down to ICM, then it's cross back to Budu. Please use another route because I don't know. From since I've been seeing this morning, it's really not nice because a lot of like Davido is going to be in ICM. Obviously, I'm sure you know that already. And then it's a whole lot. Is a whole lot. Trust me. You don't want to just go through those stress and then if you are going to go there because you want to go see Davido and then you have not done the requirement, please stay in your house to avoid embarrassment. What are the requirements? You must have bought your tickets. That's like number one proof. Two, you must have ordered for your Davido's franchise, the Puma collection. You must have ordered for it. If you have not received it yet, you must come with your receipt of confirmation and your ticket. Like it's very important. Like those two things are like key. So that you will not say you do not know. I'm telling you in advance. You must have gotten your ticket. Regardless of how much, yeah, it's 20K, 50K, 100K, 3 million, 5 million, 7 million. Just have your ticket basically. And then after getting your ticket, make sure you have paid for Davido's. Because as a matter of fact, welcome to Puma store if you've not bought the collection because it really doesn't make sense. So you might have gotten the collection, and then they have come out to say, "I'm not going to sign everybody's shirt. Say the limited amount of shirt. Though I'm not selecting, I'll just use a random figure, but I'm not signing anybody's shirt. So don't come and believe that if you get there, it's going to say if you also and go and use a house rent to go and buy shirt, it's your house rent. You start at the bridge." But he's saying that I'm not going to sign everybody. If you're lucky to be signed, fine, good for you. If you are not lucky to be fine, to be signed, don't feel bad because you have said it before time. But then, if you have business in ICM, don't go there today. The route is very, very busy. People are going to be very choked up there. And two, if you want to see the video, make sure don't say you are not told. Have this requirement ready. Coming from me to you, I love you. Anyways, guys, welcome you guys to Go to Life News, where I bring you updates concerning music and that's across the country. Davido is the first guy of the news. Timeless guys, 17 track project all doing good for themselves. 23rd is fast approaching. Today is 21st. We have Saturday, and obviously Sunday 2 p.m. Baku, the show begins. At Tafawa Balewa Square, TBS on the island. Faith going to be there. Moravia, Shake, the Cavemen, Logos Olori, Skepta, Desta Dabs, Musa Keys, Angelique Kijo, Focalistic. All these guys are going to be there. If you're not in Nigeria, it's flying you down to Nigeria. Basically, the video is doing everything possible to make sure that fans have a moment of their life. Trust me, a 2 p.m. show, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Nobody is singing. Like the show is not beginning then. So obviously, just meet and greet, meet people, network with people, eat, have good food because there's going to be food available. Just have fun at the space, get acclimated with the space, move around, know your way around the place. And for those of you coming outside Lagos to this show, is a space where you just have to know a bit of Lagos, walk around, but be careful while doing that. Be very careful. Though they've made it sure that police men are actually available to ensure security, but at the same time, as you're moving, make sure you are very, very careful. Watch your side. Don't just move anyhow. Like if you see somebody monitoring you too much, raise alarm. It's as simple as that. If someone is following you too much, just raise alarm. Whether he's a saint or he's innocent, just raise alarm first. Let police come and say he's innocent. Then you cannot say I'm sorry. That way it makes sense. You say I'm sorry, no verse. But then it's not really cool when you raise alarm and then you're a victim. So raise alarm. Let the police be aware of all the because at the end of the day it's the Davido's show and then we are doing all of this for Davido's so that it doesn't get to the news that somebody lost his life or properties and all of that. So let's all put our hands together to make sure that this one work on that one. Moving on, we saw Davido in France about some days ago, receiving a plaque for Fall, an amazing project, and which he has done in the past. And then getting recognition for that one is a whole big deal, for Davido. Davido route has been amazing. Was in the US, was in the UK, was in Nigeria for like a while. Nigeria, nobody knew. I would go to France, back to Nigeria again. It's just. I think for like the past 3 days, she has been to like 2, 3 different countries. Yeah, and then it's been an amazing one. And then yeah, he came out to say, for social media this year, there will be little or nothing about himself for social media, nothing private again. Initially, we'd have seen him in his private jets, do all of that, but he's saying moving on, he's not doing all of that again. It's just strictly business and promoting his music. Social media space will remain a social media space, not a private life matters. And obviously, that is why we are not really sure quite the way on how he has been on trips. Moving on from now, we saw Gotti coming out to explain to us that for the show coming on, he's saying 30BG and FC should live as one family. That is one love and there's no need to fight because Wizkid has endorsed the video. And if you're 30BG and if you're FC, you guys should leave as one. You guys should come for the concert. Come for the concert. Now, Gotti was about to spill a bean. He was about to spill something, and then he's making all of us suspicious. And then that's when he was asked if Wizkid is coming. And I was like, yeah, he gave this assurance like yes, but second was like, well, I didn't say anything. Like I'm not going to spill the bean, but then I have something amazing for you guys. That's what he said. So I have something amazing that you guys just need to be there. He's working on something, and you guys will be blown away. So he said, he doesn't want to just expose what. As a matter of fact, if Whiskey was going to come, he's not going to say it in first place because yeah, it's supposed to be a surprise. And so the tension is high, the water that stirred up. So it's looking like Whiskey is going to be there. But regardless, whether it's there or not, 30BU show must hold on. Davido Timeless must hold, and it's going to be an amazing encounter, regardless of whether he's there or not. Moving on, we saw Davido meet and greet, like I told you earlier, and then it started by 2 p.m. today, 21st April, Care City Mall. And then I've said it before, but I'll do it again. Terms and condition T&C. To be eligible, customers must have bought a ticket for the concert on the 23rd of April and at least one item from the Puma Davido collection. Now, one item you can buy socks, you can buy cap, you can buy just buy an item. They don't come cheap though, but just buy an item. And number two, please note that only a limited number of attendees will get the item signed on that day. I said that to you earlier. Number three, please bring your concert ticket confirmation. Don't come and say I bought, I forgot in my house. Like, don't say it. If I hear it, I'll beat you. Don't say it. Come with your ticket and enter the place. Number four, please bring your purchase item from the Puma and Davido collection or a confirmation of the purchase. And number five, please bring a valid ID card. I missed that earlier. Bring a valid ID card. That's to show that, that's to actually put a number to people that came around. So bring a valid ID card. What are valid ID cards? Your driver's license, national passport, your NIN, and your national ID card. Don't bring your office ID card. That is not a national ID card. It's not. Don't bring your ID. Don't bring your iFitness card. You get, but you just come with your basic stuff, and you're going to be granted access to the space to see the video. Moving on, we saw K1 The Ultimate coming out to announce that his album will be titled Timeless, and this caused like a lot of stay online saying, why would you copy the video's project and name yours? Obviously, K1 actually have a defense saying he has actually come up with his own like earlier and everything. But then the truth is, now who start them? Now who first do them? Now get them. So the fact that the video was the first to start it, if you've had it for like 3 years, really people don't know. But the fact that the person that first put it out there really owns that one, and people dragged K1 The Ultimate seriously for that one. We saw Davido coming out to us during the car interview. He said one of the problem he had when he was doing the time was the fact that he had to select song. As a matter of fact, Davido said his next album at the moment is ready. Big statement. Said his next album is ready. Said because in preparing for Timeless, they wrote about 62 songs. Yeah, just about 62 songs, and they have to narrow it down to 20. They have to take it down to 18, and then 17 to give you Timeless. But then, if you do the plus and minus, if you do a 17 minus 62, you still have like a long figure of something, like a large amount of numbers. Though we have a deluxe coming on, so obviously deluxe will come from that same song. But then he's still saying, "I have my next album ready." Amazing one for Davido. It just shows how previous people thought he was resting. He was really working hard to make sure he has a very, very good bounce back. Davido actually said, during the song selection, yeah, he will actually tell them, I want this song. And then that song is, they've kept, well, put to the back end, is already there for upload. And then he's listening to it and he's like, no, 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 this song, I'm not feeling it again, I'm not feeling it again, let's change the song. So that was that was like the whole ethic at the time, saying, I would like, which song would go for the album, which song would fit to the album. It just shows how versatile and how hardworking Davido is as a person. So Davido unavailable at the moment at its 7 million streams on Spotify. Big one to Davido on that one. Twitter and Elon Musk has come again. They eat it. Elon Musk was just having a moment of his life yesterday. He really eats this guy so bad, and it's so unapologetic about it. What has it done? We saw where initially we've been told that to get the after Elon Musk purchased Twitter and all of that, so they've been talking about how if you want to get a badge, a verification badge, you have to pay $8. So if you pay $8, you get a badge, as it were. And for some celebrities, because they feel the celebrities, they really didn't take that cognizance, they didn't pay it, and they've been on the badge, with, like enjoying the free moment and all of that. But yesterday, Elon Musk removed all their badges from Donald Trump to Burna Boy, to Davido, to Wizkid, to Olamide. Like name your celebrity, they have removed all their badge. Like they're like me and you now, basically. Without badge, all of us are badge there. Elon Musk removed their badge and said, if you want a badge, if you want to get a badge on your name or on your profile, you must pay, regardless of who you are. You must pay. If you're not paying, you're not going to get a badge. And I'm seeing fans coming out to say, you know what, this guy should not even pay. Let's make Twitter useless for Elon Musk. But is it really possible? Will they not pay? Because we're seeing big athletes actually coming out to pay. Artists are coming out to pay. So why should they not pay if they want to get the badge? Now the point of this badge is the fact that it's distinct to you. So if, for instance, if you go and search Wizkid, you will see a lot of Wizkid online. But if you have a badge with yourself, it distincts your account, so you can tell that this account is for this person, this account is for that person. It reduces crimes, it reduces scams. It just helps you put your account in sanity check. But then, Elon Musk have said, if you want it, come and pay. The question is this: these guys can actually afford $8. Basically, they can actually afford $8, but then should they pay $8 to get a badge? I'll let you guys really talk on that one. And then moving on, we have Wizkid on the news, the guy who has been badgeless from Twitter. We saw where Alicia Keys actually came out to mention the fact that she and Wizkid might be having a project anytime soon. On that conversation, we are not really sure when it will happen or if it's going to happen in the first place. But then the person said, Alicia Keys, when are we getting you and Wizkid? Ayo, you talked about him long time ago, and then she said, that's a fact. So obviously she confirmed that. But then with each of the project, only God knows. And moving on, we saw Wizkid and P Prime actually having like they're in the studio, and it was more like we just knew they're working on the project. It was obvious they're working on the project, and Wizkid is that person that you cannot predict him, you can't put him in a box. So we've seen Wizkid in so many stages and boxes with people when they call name them, Fireboy. You just see them in the studio, you see them at the point they called people to Ghana, let's work together. A lot of them came there. Bella Shmurda was one of those guys that was there, and as a matter of fact, we never saw Shingbang from that collaboration. So Wizkid is that person that till he drops that project, trust me, you are not really sure that he's going to do that one. So Wizkid, if you are ready, drop this one. We'll eat it with you. Moving on, we saw Wizkid made in Lagos, picked at number 3 on Apple Music Nigeria top album chart. Timeless number 1, Mother Bless Ego number 2, and then Wizkid made in Lagos Deluxe number 3. Mercy Chinwo at number 4. But amazing one for Wizkid having two projects out of the top 4 is a very, very big one for him as a person, and obviously for the FC community who has done so well to push the album to where it is. Moving on, we saw the Essence Festival of Culture at New Orleans. Funny how Wizkid is big. Wizkid is just big. He had a very viral song, the Essence viral song that was doing bonkers at the moment. And then at the US, they have like this festival they call the Essence Festival. We're going to be seeing likes of Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill performing. Megan Thee Stallion is going to be there. Thames is going to also be there. Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Slick Rick, and all of them. Chris Daniels is going to be there. Monica, Coco Lamb. But then they actually kept it there. It's also clear. It's a special guest, Wizkid. Amazing one, amazing one. So for you want to say because the Essence thingy, regardless of all, we just know that the special guest for that day is not Megan Stallion, is not Larry Hill, is not Miss Elliott, is not any other person, it's not Ludacris, it's not Gucci Mane, it's not T.I. The special guest of the day is Wizkid. Amazing one, big one. Afrobeat is going bonkers. You want to say because it's Afrobeat, but that's not true because we also saw performances by Chris Daniel, that's Afrobeat, Thames, that's Afrobeat, and more. So obviously, they distinct the fact that Wizkid is a special person. I want to give him the honor to make him our special guest. Big one for Wizkid on that one, and then we'll say congratulations to him on that one. Wizkid is actually following nobody at the moment. So yesterday I was following just one person, one lady, and people came out saying, "Who is that lady?" Got her pictures, leaked out, her old posts, and all of that. But then I think that got to Wizkid and just what, let everybody just go and rest. So at the moment, it's following nobody at the moment. About 60.8 million followers and following zero. Whatever prompted this from Wizkid department, we don't know. But then when we have full details about that, if it will come outside, we'll give you updates on that. So we have Burna Boy as the last guy on the news. For the top African artists with the highest reported revenue per single show, Burna Boy tops the list. From top 10, Burna Boy has about 7, leaving just 3 to Wizkid, and Tiwa Savage. Burna Boy number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Wizkid 5 and 6, Burna Boy 7, 8, 9, and then Tiwa Savage 10. Burna Boy tops the list with his performance at the MSG with about the revenue of $1.5 million plus, and tickets sold at 13,586 tickets were sold on that one. Amazing for Burna Boy, really doing good for himself. Yesterday I kind of did this news and I was stating like the old figures, which reminded me about the INEC thing. You have to collect results might look easy, but then when it comes to figures, yeah, hard, really so hard. Well, moving on, we saw where Nappy came out to explain that Burna Boy has an album and that is ready. He said, coming out to explain that Burna Boy actually explained that for Nappy, he said, Nappy said Burna Boy had his album ready, and he's actually not looking at doing any other thing at the moment, because you cannot just, the way Burna Boy actually does is still in fact that when his album drop, you cannot really explain what he intends to do on that one. It's really, really a very, very frustrating one for him. But now, Nafi came out to say 2 hours later, still nodding my head, saying fire all the time, coming with that chimney. Said, I warn you all. So he's saying he listened to Burna Boy album and for the next 2 hours. And by the way, I apologized about that initially. Nafi said Burna Boy took him in, and then he was with the album for the next 2 hours, and I was on his head like, bro, what is this? This is fire, fire, fire. So he's saying Burna Boy has an album ready, and then he's saying, I want you all. So Burna Boy, when will you drop an album? We know Love That Meaning is still doing good, still amazing one. But is Burna Boy set to move from Love That Meaning, or is it a next year project, or is he going to drop it this year? All of these questions, Burna Boy needs to answer them individually. We saw Burna Boy Soke enters the top 10 on Suriname Apple Music top song 8 years after release. Now, the way all of this song works and the countries here, thank God for songs. Probably we don't know some countries exist. What is Suriname? Yeah, amazing. But it's a country actually. And then for the Apple Music top 10, Burna Boy, we got there again after 8 years of release. We have Burna Boy also there as last is on number 9, and then so Burna Boy Soke they making a new entry at number 10. Big one for Burna Boy. It just shows music really is timeless. You can do a song 20 years ago and then today to come back to become a very, very big viral song. And moving on, we saw Stormzy Own, which has Burna Boy and Ed Sheeran, have surpassed 310 million streams on Spotify. Burna Boy African Giant have surpassed 690 streams on Spotify. Burna Boy Love That Many have surpassed 670 streams on Spotify. Like, what are you doing? I'm amazing. What African Giant has surpassed 690, and then Love That Many is about 670. But Love That Many is just in a very, very fast course to break African Giant, because African Giant has been there for like a while. Love That Many is barely a year old, or maybe a year old, and getting about 670 million, left with 20 million surpass African Giant. It just shows Burna Boy really knows exactly what he's doing. We saw Burna Boy moonwalk dance. One amazing dance that he actually created by himself and knows exactly what to do on that one. Where it's like you're walking, but you're going. It's like you're walking forward, and it's like you're going backward, but you're on the same spot. So you're just doing the coming back. Burna Boy is an expert in that dance, and we saw where the dance actually made it or appeared on a popular game called the Fortnite game. Used their AI effect to make sure that their characters were dancing similarly as Burna Boy. And then the way AI is going so fast is mind blowing. You can't just put a stop to it. But the big one for Burna Boy having a one is a foreign game, and I mean this European guy is coming through to actually resonate with what we do here, and then featuring our art, our craft, our doings, our activities into their day-to-day life. Now, the Fortnite game is a very popular game. A lot of young folks are playing it, and obviously, what it means is when they play that game, they're going to be seeing the Burna Boy Moped dance. It's going to actually show that if Burna Boy is going to come to your country, you want to see the moonwalk dance. Big one for Burna Boy, and we say congratulations to him. And now, I know the thing about this one is you can just be innovative. You don't have to stay tuned on the place. Just be innovative. Just create a dance. You never can just tell that might be the next viral song. I mean, next viral dance. For at the moment, Moonwalk has taken Burna Boy to this place where really not his song has taken him to just a dance them. That's a very big one for Burna Boy. In the meantime, we say big one to him and we say congratulations. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this amazing one on Gospel News. We can't wait to catch you guys on the very next one. Anyway, in the meantime, apologies for the sound you heard earlier.